So, Japan's birth rate woes continue. They're not as bad as South Korea, but they're still pretty bad. So, Japan's prime minister's solution to a dire birth rate has already been rejected by the young. So, let's get into this. Fumio Kishida is not a politician given to dramatic pronouncements, but this week he issued a stark warning to the Japanese people. People basically need to start having some babies. Let's get out there and start shagging and having some babies. Okay. His shift in persona from bland career politician to doomsayer in chief is a reflection of the demographic crisis facing Japan, one of the fastest aging countries on earth. As he pointed out in a 45-minute speech to Parliament on Monday, the number of births in Japan is estimated to have sunk below 80,000 last year. I'm sorry, 800,000 last year. Japan is on the verge of whether we can continue to function or not. Whew, this birth rate cannot continue like this, he says. Kashida's language was striking, but his audience does not appear to be listening. Overcoming Japan's demographic crisis has proved insurmountable for occupants of the Kantai, the prime minister's office, long before Kashida moved in last autumn. The population of the world's third biggest economy has been in decline for several years and suffered a record fall of 644,000 in 2020 to 2021, according to government data. It is expected to plummet from its current 125 million to an estimated 88 million by 2065, a 30% decline in 45 years. Their birth rate is 1.3, well below the 2.1 replacement rate, and the number of over 65 continue to grow, now accounting for 28% of the population. The government response has been a two-pronged approach. It says it is basically saying go home and multiply. Go home and get your freak on. Get your freak on. Go home and get your freak on. For his implied warnings of a dystopian hollowed out Japan, Kishida is largely sticking to a script that has already been roundly rejected by young people. When you have a child in Japan, the husband keeps working, but the mother is expected to quit her job and look after the children. I just feel it's hard to raise children financially, mentally, and physically. The government says it will provide better support for families with young children, but I don't have much faith in politicians. So, it sounds like women across the world, like I keep reporting on, are just tired of doing this. It's thankless. We have to sacrifice everything, and the men do not have to sacrifice anything. The women bear the brunt, and the women are opting out. They need to ask the right people the right questions. You guys like, comment, share. Tell me what you think.